They say everything's bigger here.
Damn, I must have a lot of viewers in Texas smashing that like button. I never come empty-handed. In this video I have a special offer. If you click that like button, click on notifications and click that bell, well, let's just say you don't want to walk around with tiny balls, do you? Be like Adam, get these giant cojones. I'm gonna talk about the new king in town in a second, but people, I will be uploading on Great News TV, so make sure to subscribe. Thank you very much. Now, yes, it's a change the world didn't need. Every time I look in a mirror, I forget and I get sad. I remember how fat I am. It will take months to get that glorious beard back, but life goes on. At least we got a good video. I mean, if you haven't seen it, make sure to watch it. I think it was pretty entertaining in general. I feel like most of my 2K videos are pretty good. Some of the best content on my channel because I really try. And this episode of SmackDown kicked off with Women's Survivor Series team. Sonya Deville introduced us to Shotzi, Natalya, Baszler, and Aliyah. And of course, Sasha Banks got a special entrance.
I wonder which one of her parents has blue hair.
Then we see Naomi, and obviously we got a big brawl because she feels like she should be on the team. Like, I don't really mind the story. As a matter of fact, I love it. I think it's pretty good. Does it make sense? Not necessarily. Why Sonya Deville has a problem with Naomi? In kayfabe, it's because, well, Naomi never achieved anything and she always came close but never achieved anything. Sonya Deville should have a problem with 80% of the roster. Then again, maybe she does. Of course, this turned into a giant women's tag team match. What is it? Oh yeah, a 6 women tag team match. Feels so unnatural to say this, you know. I've been doing these reviews for years now, and saying a 6 women or 6-man tag team match just feels unnatural, you know, very rare. And this was an okay match. You know, we saw Aliyah wrestling on SmackDown for the first time ever, so it was alright, you know, but I'm just so tired of these a bunch of people in the ring matches. We see a sharpshooter from Natalya, she grabs the ropes, Naomi interferes, and Aliyah pinned Natalya. The babyface team won. And Sasha. Is Sasha a babyface right now? Since when? I completely missed it. Well, the great one. That's because you don't pay attention to the boss. I'm sorry, I completely missed it. Yeah, I guess that was an okay way to open SmackDown. Now, even though I have a problem with WWE, you know, announcing these teams without even having qualifying matches, they kinda made it entertaining with, you know, removing members. These two really are a couple of dicks, and I love it. We see Sami Zayn talking to Survivor Series teammates, giving a motivational speech. He's a leader of Team SmackDown. Turns out, he was talking to himself. Turns out, Jeff Hardy was watching. How much of that you heard? Everything. How was it? Honestly, bad. Sami Zayn is such a natural. Like, we have a bunch of great wrestlers in the WWE, and some of them on the microphone just feel scripted. Which is the case. I get it. It is scripted. But when Sami talks, it feels real. Like, in my opinion, one of the most unnatural promos is Sasha Banks. Not necessarily because of what she says, but because of the delivery. It's not horrible, but you can tell she's acting. Sami, well, he really believes he's the leader of SmackDown. Aliyah is happy to be on Team SmackDown. Sonya Deville congratulates her. Oh, by the way, for how long you knew Naomi? Yeah, whatever, you're no longer on Team SmackDown. Damn, Brock Lesnar really got to Adams and Sonya Deville's head. They just can't get Brock Lesnar out of their minds. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. You know, finally Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville have characters. Roman asks, "What do you want, Kayla?" I mean, if you approached me, you must want to acknowledge me or flirt with the wise man. Yeah, I bet that's very common in Paul Heyman's life. Heyman just drowns input. Heyman says, "If my tribal chief is going to lose, he must bend the knee. If he doesn't, he's gonna relinquish the championship," or something along those lines. Again, another week of fake promises. Then we saw Shinsuke Nakamura and Boogs versus Garza and Carrillo, and again, I keep saying this, these two are so fun to watch. They're so innovating in the ring, and we see so many great tag team moves. And so far, it does look promising. I mean, they won against Shinsuke Nakamura and Boogs. I'm just amazed by Adam's balls. I mean, the man is such a dick now. He has a bodyguard that looks like, I don't know, he eats other wrestlers for breakfast. Sonya Deville tells Adam that, she got rid of Aliyah because she wants to make sure the team, is better. You should do the same. Sami Zayn approaches Adam and says, we need some tweaks in Team SmackDown. Jeff Hardy, he should not be on the team. That's a great idea. Jeff Hardy versus Sami Zayn, loser leaves Team SmackDown. And that's not necessarily what Sami Zayn wanted. It seemed like the conspiracy against Sami Zayn was fake. It was a gimmick. Right now, I believe in Sami. How do you sleep at night? We see Charlotte Flair, and the ratings decreased by 50% because most of the people went to sleep. She has a problem with Becky Lynch. She's fake. Is she a man? Is she Becky Two Belts? She doesn't know. Everything is so unnatural about Becky. Toni Storm interrupts and she says, you promised you're gonna be a fighting champion, but we're not seeing it, so I challenge you to a SmackDown Women's Championship match. Nope. It was kind of unfortunate that Toni Storm didn't really get a huge reaction. That kind of surprised me. Aliyah talks to someone on the phone. I can only assume it's Bobby, and she's disappointed that she's not in the team anymore. Ali says, I get it. I've been there, and he was about to give some tips. We see Ricochet and he says, don't listen to him, I know you deserve it, you did great, and they just left Ali hanging. What's up with these promos? Every week, all the men just approach Aliyah. Who will be removed from Team SmackDown? We see Jeff Hardy versus Sami Zayn. That was surprisingly not a long match, and I gotta be honest, it felt like either result is going to suck. Yes, I want to see Jeff Hardy on Team SmackDown. I also want to see Sami Zayn because he's so damn entertaining. But of course, Sami Zayn lost the match, and he sees his spot in Team Survivor Series just disappearing. Injustice, that's what I call it. Make sure you're sitting down. We saw a rap from Jinder Mahal and Shanky. They were rapping. I mean, SmackDown is good, for the most part. And in the main event, we saw Roman Reigns versus Xavier Woods. Loser bends the knee. And it seemed like it was going fine. And I expected a fair result, if I'm being honest. Because basically, even though it wasn't Roman Reigns, it was, I believe, Jimmy Uso last week. We got the same thing, pretty much. Xavier was actually about to win the match. Hold on a second. That's what I have a problem with heel characters. Roman Reigns, I mean, as a babyface, you put 30 men in front of him, he wins. Roman wins, LOL, and he has The Rock to congratulate him. Oh, the joy. So what's up with Roman Reigns almost losing to Xavier Woods? That doesn't make any sense to me. But we see the Usos, they attacked Xavier Woods, and the match ended in no contest. And then, of course, we see the Usos crowning Roman Reigns as the new king of the ring. I absolutely love this. Looks amazing. Is he officially a king? I don't think so. Will he carry the crown? Probably not. I wouldn't mind it, I guess. Obviously, I would feel sad for Xavier, but that actually looks pretty cool. Now, the problem I have with this, what do you mean no contest? It's not like we had a giant brawl happening outside of the ring. They attacked Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods won by disqualification, meaning Roman Reigns has to bend the knee. He didn't do that, so he's no longer the Universal Champion. He may have that Burger King subscription, he's no longer a champion. Obviously, that could just be a lie by Paul Heyman, it's not official. But again, it shouldn't be a maybe I don't understand the rules, okay? Don't quote me on this, but I believe it should be a disqualification. But yeah, people, that was your SmackDown, and the Survivor Series actually looks pretty good. I'm excited. I mean, the build is okay. Sometimes that's enough for me when it comes to WWE. I mean, this sucks. There's no way you could get excited about it. But Roman Reigns is making it personal. I love that. One day we will see Big E on SmackDown, and maybe this is a match we actually need. Obviously, Rollins versus Reigns sounds a lot better. I still stand by this, but maybe we shouldn't do the hot potato thing with the championship anymore. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to check out this video to, feel my sadness, sympathize with my sadness. And also subscribe to Greatness TV. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.